So while Honor's gone, you have no idea what happened last time, right?
Um. There was some things.
Yep. Okay, no, actually, it started to come back to me. But I still vote that we just stay quiet and make Honor to the weekend.
I have no idea where we ended.
Train stopped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your PM, your DM, your GM, Andrew himself, and with me here, now officially able to say that I was in Japan. This isn't an intro. Whatever. I want to brag.
It's Otterud. It's Otterud.
Hi, that's me.
I'm Mohammed. I haven't been to Japan yet. I want to go at some point. And over across the table from me is someone who has actually made a tier list of all of the citrus peels.
Yes, indeed. Hello, it is me, Daisy, and I will have to tell you, what you think is at the top may surprise you.
Tier list coming out on Patreon in 2020.
The funny thing is, I would do that. I love citrus.
Oh yeah, I literally have like on my desk, like, because every now and then I'll have like, you know, an orange, and I'm just a little too lazy to take all the peels to the trash. So I have like a container of just orange peels on my desk right now.
I will just bite into a lemon.
Okay, you're crazy.
Okay, that's a bit too much.
I love those things.
I'm cool with lemons, but
They're
I'm
so
not biting
sweet.
into them. That might be a bit.
This is one of those moments where I cannot tell if Daisy has committed to the bit or is just genuinely insane.
I mean, I am drinking orange juice right now, but I like lemons.
No, like, I don't
Great.
doubt that you like lemons, but like the part of you that says, yes, I love lemons, I love biting into them, they are sweet, I cannot tell if that's a bit or not, and it terrifies me.
I really like lemons.
All right.
I
will send you a
amount of
gift.
pause.
The gift will be a shipment of limes.
Oh, I love limes too. Limes might even be better than lemons.
Oh my god.
Limes are probably sweeter than lemons.
You can't
And
win,
they
Mohammed.
are.
You just can't win.
Yeah, no, there's no winning on this one.
I am weird though. I do genuinely think that lemons are sweet.
Are your taste buds okay?
You good, Daisy?
No.
Cool. Speaking of, are you guys good? How are you guys doing? It has been a whole week.
I know.
Yeah,
I am unaware of what day it is.
that also applies. It's been a little bit of time since the last episode. I hope you guys are doing well, audience, cast members, myself. I ask myself. Hope things are going good.
I'm EP.
Makes sense. Facts. Speaking of other cast members, I met up with Mansoor in Tokyo. Apparently his journey has taken him there, which is fun. Haven't seen him in a while. We chatted, talked about life, talked about his quest, my quest, our quests, for various different research-related organizational items and things like that. I'll tell you right now, not sure what Prada shops have to do with finding a brand new D&D rule, but that's where I met him. So
Wow.
You'd be surprised.
Living large.
either he's finding something big for himself, finding something big for a friend of his, or walked into the wrong store.
I could see any of those three.
Now I'll be honest, I feel bad. All right, I feel like I've been having you guys do the intros and like summaries for a while, and so I'm gonna take this one on. I think I could do it. All right, I believe in myself. So,
You ruined our bit! Oh my god, I hate this so much! I'm so mad!
He heard.
me here? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate it! I hate it! Just let us have it, Otterud! Otterud, just let us have it!
He heard everything.
I know he did. I hate it so much.
I know all your secrets. Anyway, I'm doing the recap. Yeah. So last time on Not a Scratch, we were concluding your little dream escapade. As we started the episode off with a reminder: hey, Skarmory exists, the one that's real frustrated at Kyle for something he didn't do. There's also all that like recruit versus ring stuff. So Skarmory's on the train, as well as a few other fun peoples, which we met the following day. We have, let me pull this up real quick. Who did we meet on the train? We got through an escapade of a chest-related thing. We found a specific coin that this Gimme has been traveling with that's locked away in a secure location. We met up with a hippopotas, Sir P. Kringle of Crispy Kringle Corporation, a wealthy snack magnate trying to introduce a brand new snack to the world that I really hope I wrote down. I did. Good. They're introducing it all the same.
Maybe the nastiest snack ever.
It's not the greatest.
Unrude read it and was like, I do not want to repeat this.
It's not a great thing, and frankly, dude, we're gonna let them try to solve that issue. We also met his wife or fiance. I forget if I established whether they were married or not.
I believe fiance.
Wait,
okay,
because they were getting married for the whole snack drink merger.
Oh,
to create the chip flavored drink.
Yes.
And that is alchemy, which is named Serem Isthmus, which I will never be able to pronounce right. I remember the joke about this. Yes, now of Major Bottling Co., who is a lemon cream clover sweet, and I think we spent half an hour trying to figure out which type of alchemy this was.
I forgot the joke when you said it. I thought it was a different joke.
Yes. But the big things of note gained from the previous episodes on top of casual exploration is that the snack exists. Rose now has an inside avenue into being able to train with Glacia and Lucario, who are going up to climb a mountain. And the alchemy is interested in buying the painting, which could make the lives of these two significantly easier as trying to look for the recipe, that painting painted by Snow's mother, Brusher. Ideally, the painting can be purchased, and Kyle can just kind of visit and be like, hey, can I see the painting? Wow, that's really cool. I'm going to write this down on a piece of paper in my pocket.
Write that down.
Yeah, basically. And then the episode ended off with the train stopping, things getting chaotic, and the Gimme Ghoul having lost their coin. The coin has disappeared. Much to the chagrin of the players here, who have found Gimme Ghoul to be a very fun character, because it's a Gimme Ghoul looking for one coin and has this like 10 episode long backstory that'll be that I'm looking for on Netflix.
Not looking for one coin. This Gimme Ghoul has one coin. It is looking for 998 other coins.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's looking for one coin at least.
Now you've taken everything that it has.
Gee, Minnie, I'm sorry.
And that's where the episode ended. And mystery. Ooh. You guys have anything you want to add about the episode itself? See, you could get some silence in. And now, without further ado, we can dive on it. The episode starts with, "Where is my super suit? Where is my super suit?"
Probably in the dining car with the other soup. But I don't know if the soup or the suit will be there, but you could check your closet. That might be the best place to store soup.
Super soup. Oh, brother.
Or suit. Oh, God.
Oh, boy. I can't tell whether to applaud or groan. Someone do a little
I
both.
made my choice.
The groan might have been louder. So, coin is missing. Crowd is going wild with confusion, anticipation. The doors have locked. The conductors have turned into full-scale officers with camouflage and fancy hats. Maybe. I don't know. Nevertheless, mystery abound. I think you guys are currently wherever you were previously, which is to say, not where the Gimme Ghoul was.
I think we were in different cars, right?
Yeah.
Correct. I believe.
Or did we
Kyle,
come back together to talk about our weird interactions with the different.
You might have
moguls.
actually.
I
think- I
don't
think-
know if we had yet when the train stopped.
You might have. Let's say you did, because it doesn't change things in the grand scheme of things.
Either way, the train stopped, and the conductor's like, "All right, everyone, gather up."
Each door is locked. We're only stuck in our respective cars. We can't reach each other.
Ooh, why? Honestly, why not?
Oh my gosh.
Boom,
sorry.
boom, boom, boom. Doors are locked in. I'll let you choose now. This might be a bit of a retcon. Do you guys want to have had met up? And so you're currently in the same car, or you're in your respective cars with your respective people?
So it's easier for the podcast probably if we meet up, but
When have we ever done things easier for the podcast?
Yeah, no, I feel like it's more fun. It's easier for us if we've met up, but I think it is more fun / teeth-pullingly agonizing for the audience if we haven't.
it is much more narratively interesting if we are not
Yeah.
in the same place.
Like we're each having our own conversations and enjoying, just vibing out, and then all of a sudden the train comes to a screeching halt. Thunk, 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 thunk. Lockdown. No one
Train
in, no
was-
one out.
Yeah, just train has entered lockdown mode. And so, cool. If that's the case, do you remember who you're with? And this is a little bit easier for Kyle, because I believe, as far as I know, it was just you and the alchemy.
Yeah, I don't know if there was anyone else in the observation car. That was gonna be my question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was.
I don't
So-
believe so.
I am with, of course, Sir P. Kringle, but also Lucille and Selena, and if I remember correctly, there is one Skarmory in here as well.
That is true, yes. So Kyle is currently with the alchemy. Kyle is with the alchemy. Rose is, at the very least, I think there are probably more people, because you're in the dining car during breakfast time, so there's probably others that you just didn't talk to. But you are currently in the car with, at very least, of important for now characters, with a Lucario, a Glaceon, and a Skarmory, and the Hippopotas.
Wait, I thought you were in the first dining car, like the one further away from
Well,
our.
whatever the one further away from us is.
Yeah, you're
whether that's
in the first
or
dining
second.
car, because Kyle ate in the second dining car and then made his way over to the observation.
And Rose is currently in car 4. Okay, so Kyle's in 13, and Rose is in car 4.
If I was superstitious, I would have been a little suspect that the train had 13 cars if you count the engine.
This does not count the engine. If you count the engine, it's 14.
Oh, huh? I thought it was 12 plus the engine.
Nope. Storage passenger, dining passenger, lounge passenger, recreation passenger, dining passenger, observation. That's 13. And then engine is 0.
Huh?
Microsoft Word is telling me 13 cars and then a 0th engine. So
Okay. Huh. I must have forgotten to count something. Oh well. Anyways,
the mystery car.
maybe it's I wasn't counting the storage car and like the 12 cars. Maybe I don't know.
Lockdown occurs. A lot of people are in the dining car, kind of concerned. Rose, your thoughts right now? I think you've finished your conversation with Sir P. Kringle, and are about to walk back to your specific one when, boom, steel door appears. Or
Yeah, I
the
think I
door
was
gets
about
locked.
to open the door awkwardly, being like, "All right, gotta go," and then it is locked when I try it.
Immediate thoughts, immediate actions, anything that you do, or Kyle, you right now. I think your conversation is over. I believe, if I remember correctly, Miss Ismas is about to walk out the door to head and meet back up with her fiance. When all of a sudden, boom, door locks. I think trying to open the door, the alchemy's like, that's not normal.
And when the door is locked, like we notice like the train like slowing down, right?
Yeah, the train is slowing down if it hasn't come to a complete stop already. You
Yeah.
can hear the click that occurs. I don't think it's going to be like a jewelry store where a steel, panel falls down or anything. But you hear the clicks. I think. Where would the steel panel come from? Is the question.
Don't worry about it.
That's all right. Sure. But
It
nevertheless,
comes from either side. It doesn't come down from the top. It comes from either side.
okay. Sure. In that case, observation deck, boom, steel panel, just as the door is about to be opened. That's not normal.
I think Kyle, Alchemy looks over and Kyle is like, oh yeah, that's not normal. And Kyle just kind of shakes his head and starts looking around outside to see are we stopping for anything in particular, or are we just really just stopping for the sake of stopping? And in the back of Kyle's mind, Kyle's like, I don't like where this is going. I'm on a train. It's locking down.
It feels like the emergency brake has been pulled. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
There's no real stoppage. It's not like a station or anything because you just left a station a while ago. I mentioned this in the previous episode. In the distance, you can see the town that you just left. Still kind of shining out there. So if I remember correctly, I believe you've just left. What is the city called? The Green Lake.
Yeah, Lake Verde.
You've just left Lake Verde. You can still see the edges of it. It sparkles really nice. I was talking about the view and everything and how that was really fancy. So you can still see that. Clearly not a stop because the next one's not for at least in a couple of hours.
Yeah, and there's nothing obstructing the track or anything. This is really just we just stopped.
I mean, from where you are, being in the back of the train, you wouldn't be able to tell if there's anything obstructing it.
Yeah.
But emergency brake being pulled probably means something's happened inside the train.
Yeah. Snow boy.
So either of you, if you want to give me rolls, actions, or anything, this is how the mansion was supposed to work. Let's go with that. In that, there's a clock that's sort of ticking. I'm not going to put a full stop on it. But there's a clock that's ticking. Both of you throw actions out at me. Both of these are happening at the same time.
I kind of just immediately make eye contact with Lucille and be trying to see what Lucille is doing.
Lucille's looking around just as confused, turns to Selena, taps their forehead with 2 fingers, looks at you, and then taps their forehead again with 2 fingers.
I tap my forehead with 2 fingers.
Lucille nods. Lucille assumes you understands, nods, and then closes her eyes before opening them again. Their eyes tinted slightly blue.
I close my eyes and open them.
Based on the way that you described it to me, your eyes are the exact same color.
Yep.
And then I realize what's happening and go, oh, okay. And then I close my eyes and I try to focus on some sort of mental conversation.
Gotcha. I need you to roll for me the Arcana roll, I believe, is what I've associated Aura with.
I need to get my dice. Hold on.
That's a smart roll. While that's happening, Kyle, your thoughts?
I think Kyle is Kyle's looking around. There's no one else not no one else in this car, but it's only the 2 of them in this car, and they're a little confused, but I don't think Miss Ismus is really freaking out or anything, right?
No, she's just kind of puzzled.
Yeah. So I think Kyle's gonna take the opportunity. He's gonna sit down and he's gonna bring out the mental telephone and he's gonna try to reach Titan and see if there's any news that Titan's heard.
I got a 6.
A 6. I'll get back to that. Kyle, let me confirm. You want to use the mental telephone to reach Titan?
Yes. I mean, Titan via operator. Sorry, Adam.
I'm gonna say this one more. I'm gonna say this one last time just to confirm. You want to reach out to Titan, the Sid Titan.
Yeah,
with the telephone.
Oh, dummy! Hold on, wait, no.
I just want to confirm.
Wait,
you wanted to do this.
Wait. I got mixed up on my guilds. Oops. It's early o'clock, okay? And by early o'clock, I mean it's normal recording time, but I'm just tired, okay? Listen. I swear this never happens. I swear I'm gonna play this game. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, the only other recruit on this on this trade is Rose. I think that's what Kyle's gonna do then. Sorry. Oops.
Hi.
Yeah. Oops.
Gotcha.
You have to file the proper paperwork before you can have a mental conversation with Titan.
Yeah. Exactly.
Gotcha. So, let me see here just to.
Wow, I'm so mad. I haven't pulled a stunt like that all show. I'm on top of it all the time. Like, it was only a matter of time before I got caught slipping like that. But oh my god, that was a bad one.
Yeah, that one's. I didn't want the campaign to turn sharp.
Yeah,
like,
no. That was that was a fun one.
So I think in part because of Kyle's call, Daisy, you're a bit disrupted now, and you're trying to operate on two planes at the same time.
But I don't
which
even
explains-
have one pilot's license.
That's how bad this has gotten. So I think you can hear both, and I think what I'll give you this, and I'll let you figure out how to solve this. Daisy, Kyle is calling you from your right ear. Lucille is trying to talk to you on your left ear. You can hear both. However, if you say anything, both sides will hear.
Can
So
I like
make of that what you will?
Well, can I like patch Kyle in so he can hear what's being said?
Ooh, can you patch Kyle in? That's a really interesting question.
We also, this is something that we did experience a couple episodes ago in dream
but-
state. Kinda.
Yes, but the way that it's like two different radio signals.
Yeah,
So you would have to.
like Rose
I don't think
was,
you have the capability of doing that now. Is what I'll say.
yeah.
Because
But-
they are on two different wavelengths.
Yeah, but at this point, like, Kyle and Lucille both know that Daisy can talk with the other person and not, like, can talk with the other person but not communicate with them, and it's a whole, like, Kyle and Lucille would both understand if Rose was like, hey, by the way, little disconnect here because I'm talking to the other person.
Kyle would understand this. Lucille would not.
Did Lucille...
Because Lucille doesn't know. As far as you've gotten, I think.
I did
The way that-
briefly
the way
try
that-
to explain because I
Yeah.
do remember being like, don't you see Kyle over there?
And I think Lucille was just confused and then eventually said, you know what, never mind. Maybe you just
Okay.
brought them here, or maybe this is like remnants. So, if anything, Lucille at best has suspicions like something's up with that Kyle kid, but beyond that, there's not much there. You understand, though, because you have both sides of the story. You know why you can talk, and you know why Lucille can talk.
Yeah, Kyle
so-
Kyle pieced that together when Rose was trying to do the thing in the dream and then just started talking to someone else.
Don't
Kyle
you
was
see
like,
my
okay.
imaginary friend Kyle?
Basically, is effectively what happened there.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
So anyway, you effectively have two different wavelengths happening at the same time. So both Muhammad, Kyle and Lucille are both talking to you, being like, "Hey, what's going on? What's happening?"
No, I remain calm.
I remain calm under pressure. Cut to Rose. Ah!
I'm able to do this. I can do this.
Rose curled up in the corner eating a Poke Puff.
It's all okay. It's all okay.
I'm assuming you don't literally do that, otherwise,
No. No.
Syrupy Crinkle's like, "You good, bro?" But yes,
Oh yeah, what does the out of brain us look like?
You, Rose, again, I think your eyes are like slightly, and I mean like slightly, like barely, because for multiple reasons. One, you don't have a lot of aura power compared to a Lucille, and two, you're trying to keep it on the low. You don't want to walk around with giant neon lights coming from your eyes. So it's like very tamped down. But if someone was like staring into you and looked at your eyes for a good few seconds, they'd be like, "Oh, that's slightly pink, or not slightly pink, slightly blue." Wow. But most people, if they're just taking a glance at you, won't notice anything.
Well, but I guess more like, am I just like standing there? Just
For now,
Hold on.
you can
guess.
move.
Is this just like a mental conversation, or are we like in a like third brain
I see what you mean.
space?
This is just mental conversation.
Like anime, new type.
You're not you're not in a different universe talking or anything like that. This is just you can hear the other person talk.
Okay. Because my first image was like everything else blacks out, and it's just the three of us in this train car, and we can hear each other's voices. But now it makes more sense.
Yeah, it's just you're just hearing Lucille. I think Selena's on left ear side as well, and Kyle's on right ear side. So, as this happens, Kyle, do you have anything you want to say? As Lucille and I think Lucille and Selena are having a conversation with themselves and just having Rose over here. And so while this is happening on this side, I was curious to hear if Kyle had anything on his end.
Like I think Kyle, as soon as like the mental telephone connects, it's just blink question mark from Kyle.
You hear blink question mark, not the words, but you hear Kyle blink and then give this questioning sort of sound that's like, I know what that sounds like. I hung out with this guy for like a week and a half or whatever.
I return the blink question mark. This is how Kyle communicates. I communicate back in the same way. Just
I think Kyle for a half second is like, okay, wait, is it I don't know what's going on, or is it wait, hold on, what's happening? Like, is it like the same energy, or is it is it or is it
I should throw this in there. By this point, you've probably heard the "Where is my coin?" the loud shout. If that hasn't officially been happening, it's happened by this point.
Oh, okay. And we like the whole train heard this screech.
The whole train, the next city, your mother, like everybody heard this.
That's far. You want to contact your mother?
Very far,
Maybe she knows where the coin is.
And then in the next car, we see Kyle's mom show up and be like, "Hey, what's happening?"
I found this coin on the ground.
Kyle, you need to go back to school.
Okay, so all right, so the call connects and we hear this scream. I think that helps.
Yeah, well, because Kyle saw the coin in the box, right?
Yeah, and Kyle did tell Rose about the coin.
Okay.
Correct.
And
so I think
because
rather
in their
than
whole exchange of information, because Rose is the one who learned about Gimme Ghoul, and Kyle's the one who was like, Gimme Ghoul's coin is over here in this really secure box.
So I think rather than the like question mark connecting back, it's just a eyes narrow exclamation point.
Yeah. No, Kyle like was what like Kyle's like question mark, and then hears the scream, and Rose answers, and Kyle's just like eyes wide, just like, oh,
exclamation point sound. Reduce.
I've just realized this, and I don't know why it took me 7.5 arcs to realize this. Kyle's just Link.
Yes.
He's the hero of the story that doesn't say squat unless it's a yes or no or a dialogue box option.
Has a stick.
Has a stick. There you go. It's literally Link. He's a green guy.
I was gonna say all we're missing
with a
is just
stick.
some sort of projectiles, but I mean, Kyle knows Hyper Beam now.
Well,
That's a dangerous projectile, yes.
But yeah, I think Alright. So it's like, alright, hold on. Something's going down. Something got stolen. We know what got stolen. We know whose thing got stolen. And we're all locked in cars. So I think
maybe Rose has a brief like, Kyle, did you?
Kyle.
Kyle just deadpan stares back, just like, dude.
She didn't actually say it. It was just like a.
No, there was a brief moment. This conversation has been question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, dot.
There we have it, folks. The rest of this episode, no actual dialogue.
We speak
just
purely
punctuation.
in punctuation. Yep. All right. So I think at this, Kyle, just because they're kind of just each stuck in their own cars.
I think at this point, Lucille turns to you. It's just, does that make sense, Rose?
Huh?
The
What?
theory that we were talking about. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, just to make sure, could you repeat it for me? To really make sure that I know what's going on?
Well, sure. Okay. I think Selena's looking at you with this like, bruh.
In explicit detail,
eyes.
please.
I think Kyle
sure.
hears Rose say this out loud and is I think Kyle like realizes, oh, Rose is talking to someone else. Okay.
I do think it starts my response starts with a like punctuation style response of like, huh?
Huh?
And then I go, what?
Yeah.
Well, because you've been responding all this time, and I think Lucille and Selena have been like, "Oh, these are like sounds of confirmation or sounds of confusion," and they've been trying to explain it to you this time as well.
Yep.
So you're just like, "Huh? Oh, well, we're talking about this thing." Ah, yeah. See that? You got
Of
it.
course.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I think Kyle realizes, wait, hold on, there's something else. And then would Kyle piece together that Rose is talking to Lucille and Selena? Can I
Based
roll
on
for
what's-
this?
Yeah.
I mean,
go for it.
I think I just say, oh yeah, Lucille, tell me again.
I think if that
Oh.
happens, you would probably understand.
Yeah. Kyle like hears this and just goes thumb up, click.
Wait, click as in like you sign off?
Yeah. Because Kyle's just like, all right, you're talking to other folks. Like Kyle assumes that Rose will share updates, but Kyle's also like, Rose cannot handle two different conversations at the same time. I'm not adding anything to this. Let me
Kyle
hang up.
assumes a lot.
All right, and I think with that click, actually, you can kind of feel like, oh gosh, you know that feeling, almost like your ear popping in a way when you're going on an airplane. You just feel
Mhm.
like that sort of pop clarity in that one ear now, and then the sound wave as Lucille and Selena talking to you kind of switches.
I was-
over. Like flips, like fully embraces, as opposed to just the one side. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that feeling when you yawn and that ear pops and now you're hearing in 4K.
Yes. Ignore all of this because it doesn't matter. Anyway, Lucille and Selena now are looking at you like, okay, let's explain the looking mentally. Looking at you like, okay, so clearly that coin, whatever that is, very important. So I'm guessing because it was probably the Gimmighoul. It's the Gimmighoul's coin. And Selena's looking like, this is professional detective work right here. Lucario continuing to explain.
Right, 'cause nobody else has coins.
Nobody else has coins. Coins?
Why would you
No,
use them? They're
use
useless.
Poke.
Terrible
use
money.
Poke. It is a paper system.
It costs more to make these coins than they're worth.
Exactly. Look at these. Look, it's the penny or whatever that is.
The only people who make them are Gimmighoul.
Exactly. Anyway, coin. Yes. Gimmighoul. Coin. Coin missing. Somebody on the train took it. You with me so far?
Yes.
Great. Statistical analysis suggests that they're either currently in that car right now and getting jumped by 14 different conductors, or they stole it yesterday, maybe last night, and they're on the train now because they couldn't get off at the previous stop. They couldn't get off at the previous stop because the specific person that was expected to get off didn't bring enough stuff with them to have the coin be able to fit in. With me?
Huh?
Math. You see, they took an analysis of the mass of and now it's just going to full like scientific explanation of something that doesn't make any sense.
Nice.
You're
How
like,
would they get off? We haven't stopped moving till now.
well, there was a station stop.
Oh, there was
earlier
a stop
morning.
this morning.
Theft.
Did anybody get on?
I think. Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. Just,
You could-
absolutely out loud, not just to them,
Just
to everyone.
anyone get on? Just scream to the crowd. I think you say this, and all of a sudden you could see the puzzle that Lucario has built just completely shatter like a mirror as Lucario recognizes, oh, additional people.
Red lines and dots were forming on the screen, and then it just shatters.
Oh, Froakie, that's a problem.
Was a Froakie on board? It's got to be them.
Maybe.
Then. Let's go find
Could
him.
be a Froakie.
Oh wait, we can't leave. Is anybody here a Froakie?
Shoot, now I gotta go down this list of random people I've invented. I don't think so.
A Frogadier pipes up. Nope.
Used to be.
I stole this coin, now I evolved because of experience.
You evolved? I know a Cyndaquil you need to talk to.
So new theory, somebody got on, maybe. Somebody got off. They're still on the train. Question mark, question mark, question mark. At this point, Rose, the door leading from 3 into 4. That door is unlocked, opened, and a couple of conductors come out. And they start like going through, excuse me, due to questionable criminal activity, we're required to search everybody. If you could please stand in line and allow the searching.
Okay.
Some proper explanation of this. And they go and start patting people down, and everybody in the car is getting patted down. Anybody in particular you want to like stare daggers into?
Who else? Well, who else is in this car other than the identified important people? This is a trick for you to tell me the thief is important and you name them here.
There's Rose.
Oh no, it's me.
The Audino, a vitally important character for this specific subsection of the story. And there's Bob and there's Carol and this guy and that guy. Carol. In this car right now, there is the heavyweight wrestling champion Orangaroo that you talked about, Tangerine.
Right.
We got the Skarmory we talked about.
Skarmory.
Skarmory indeed. Skarmory indeed.
Because of the scar.
Yes. There's a Maractus. There's a Bibarel. There is the Toucanon you guys learned about, Lieutenant Surge, a blacksmith that's working in Snowdrift. There's a Clodsire. There's a Kabutops. That's Seto Kaiwu, the chess champion. There's a Lilip. At this point now, there's a Gimme who's come in from one of the previous cars, came in with the conductors. There's the Lucario, there's the Glaceon, there is the Chef, the Graplocked, and there's you.
I'm looking at Bibarel.
Where'd Sir P. Kringle go?
Oh, it's Sir P. Kringle, yes, I forgot.
Okay.
Turned into a Frogadier.
It's another Zoroark!
But yeah, those are the folks that are in here. And then a quick search, a quick check. Important to note, and I will say this out loud so that you can make assumptions as you wish. Nobody in this car has been identified with a coin that they are not supposed to have.
What about Bibarel?
Especially Bibarel. Bibarel has 0 coins, 0 Poke,
0 belongings.
0 belongings. Bibarel is a wanderer.
Looking for a log to add to their
I think Bibarel is, out of everybody in this car, the single most uninterested in anything that's going on. Period.
Strangely enough, their name is just Bibarel.
It's just Bibarel. They chose at birth, their first words were, "Please do not give me a name. I am who I am."
They knew they were just going to be used for HMs.
When Bibarel was born, they were born with this weird understanding. You know what? I'm an NPC, and I accept that. And therefore decided no backstory, no character development, nothing. I'm going to tell you right now, Bibarel did not do it. Not for any particular reason. There's no logic behind it. I'm just telling you because that is how Bibarel is. Bibarel did not do it. There is no chance. I stand by this. I will pay each of you everything that is in my bank account if Bibarel did it.
All right, time to find the coin and plant it on Bibarel.
Okay? It's not Bibarel. It is not Bibarel. It is not Bibarel. Anyway, enough about Bibarel. Nobody in this car has things, and as the conductors have kind of analyzed things, they're going to move into the next car to proceed down the list. Again, both of these are happening at the same time, so Rose, anything you want to say? Kyle, you've been waiting for a while. Nothing's really happened yet.
I'll pass it to Kyle so Kyle could do some stuff, but who are the conductors again? I need number and Pokemon so I can generate names.
You know what?
And suspiciousness.
Okay. every single one, for simplicity's sake, they're all polytoads. And they're all named after you've named one polytoad Kermit already, who I think is the actual like driver of the train.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one is a polytoad, and they're all named after various different Muppets.
Gosh.
Okay? We'll make them up as they go.
How many?
Again,
How many
like
of
the
them?
barrel, they have no influence in the story.
How many?
How many? There's 7, including Kermit.
Okay. I'm going to make them important. I hope you know.
Sure. Just remember that one of them is Kermit.
Hello, this is Daisy, and I play Rose on Not a Scratch. Thank you for listening to the episode. At the moment, episodes are coming out every other week, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things you ought to do when supporting a podcast. If you enjoy the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is share us with your friends. Share us with someone who's petting a cat right now, like me. Also, you can leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community and give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on all sorts of social media available in the episode description, or email us at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have cool ideas to add to the podcast, or if you just want to reach out. We also have a Discord for Not a Scratch, and a bunch of awesome people have already joined. Join to help build the Not a Scratch community. We've got a website which you can check out at www.notascratchcast.com. The website has access to all of our episodes, our merch page with a bunch of awesome items, and an art page where we post commissioned and fan art. If you send us your fan art, you might just see it on our website. Our website and merch will be updating over time, so stay tuned. For this episode, we want to thank Glitch X City for the songs Kirby's Dreamland Lo-Fi Remix, Cass's theme, Mifa, Mystery Dungeon Hidden Highland, and Union Cave. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Ethereal Plane, Interrogation Room, and Medieval Library. Here is where we shout out our patrons. We at Not a Scratch have a Patreon where you can get all sorts of amazing extra benefits regarding the show in its future, including early access to episodes, some bonus episode content, and a after episode talk show that we have been doing, and more. You'll also be recognized right here during the show. So thank you to our patrons, Ursa93, Eli, Damon Liger, Simon Pellawakian, Fennec, Evelyn C., Arming Sword and Buckler, Blue Irawir, Dark Ride Drive, and Intellion Spy. For more information, check out the links in the episode description or contact us on Discord or Twitter. Now, without further ado, let's get back to the show.
So meanwhile, while I know Daisy's going to be working on that, let's shift over to Kyle in this story. I think C-Rem looks at you and kind of asks you, like, this isn't normal, is it? I haven't been on a train in a little bit of time.
Kyle being like, Kyle asked, is this normal for a train? His eyes just like flash. He's like, oh my god. And then just like shake his head no.
Well, the last time I was on a train was maybe a year or two ago. Don't remember stops like this, but well, I agree. I was kind of hoping, unfortunately. I do hope that things aren't problematic, at least.
Kyle just gives like a little like look of like a little sympathetic look of just like, oh, you poor soul. And Kyle's just like, I mean, if the scream we heard was to be believed, it sounds like someone's coin was stolen.
Oh, that must be the Gimme that I met earlier. At least it would make sense. I doubt anyone else would be worried about the coin as much.
Kyle nods.
Interesting. Theft on this train. But who could do such a thing? That's a coin. A Gimme coin at that. Those are quite valuable for Gimme in particular. You know, it's a closed economy and all that sort of thing. They have an internal economic system that's based solely on those coins.
Kyle's eyebrows just raised like, I don't know.
It's a very fascinating thing that love to discuss more, but honestly, not very interesting unless you're a Gimme.
Kyle just kind of shrugs and nods, just like, yeah, fair enough.
I think at this point now, would it happen? But yeah, by this point it probably would happen. At this point, there are a few polytoads that, to speed things up, have jumped ahead, and so there are 3 polytoads that have walked into the observation car at this point. They've unlocked the door. They come in and turn to you guys. Excuse me, we're going through. We're doing a check on everybody to make sure we can find the coin. Have you guys been here for the duration of the trip since we left the station?
I think Kyle shakes his head and points like, I don't know how Kyle manages to point exactly. What is it? 2 cars down is the dining car, right? Or 3 cars down? 3 cars down.
Since you left the most recent station.
Yeah, since we left the most recent station,
Okay.
We've woken up, we've eaten breakfast.
Oh, true.
And then we've come here. So I think Kyle shakes his head and points exactly 3 cars down to the dining car, and is just like, that's where I was.
I think you're pointing right now at 1, 2, 3. I think you're pointing right now in the distance. You can see Pip, the Hoppip, who's currently getting checked as much as a Hoppip can get checked for a coin.
Under leaf 1,
there.
under leaf 2.
Just kind of floating around. And they kind of looked. It's like, all right, apologies for this. We do need to search you. Do you mind giving us a quick second?
And Kyle just holds open bag. There's nothing
They
in
take
there.
a look. They find a Manaphy in there. No, I'm kidding. It's like, how'd you get back in here? They search your bag. They find. Is there anything in your bag that shouldn't be in your bag?
No. Let me double check. No, it's well, there's the deck of cards, which just looks like a pretty it's just in the box, so it just looks like a deck of cards. And then there's the book. Everyone has that's a book that's just publicly available. So neither of those are something where if someone saw them, it would raise alarm bells, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. Cool. So, with that, they confirmed, thank you very much. If you could follow me, we're gonna go do a conversation, I think is the best way to describe it.
we are going to the lounge car. We're locking everyone in there, and no one leaves until we find this coin.
Basically, effectively. Unless you have objections, that's probably what's gonna happen here.
Kyle, I think it's Kyle sees no reason to not be cooperative, especially considering they're not being very, very pushy about it. They're just like, all right, hey, listen, let's just gather everyone up and let's figure this out. And Kyle's just like, okay.
And to the car you go. Everybody at this point is all gathered into this lounge car, comfortably sitting. Somehow you can fit 28 people, I think, if I did my math right, plus the 7, so 35 folks into this car somewhat comfortably.
There are 35?
There's 28 passengers, 27, sorry, one of them left the train. 27 passengers and 7 polytoads. So that's 34 people.
There are, Honorud, if I look around this train car, there are only 34 individuals.
There should be, yeah.
There should be doesn't mean that there are.
There are 34 individuals.
Is this true? Can I double check this?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Do I need to roll to double check this, or is this no? There are 34 individuals.
There are 34 individuals. Full stop. End of story. The conclusion of the fact has occurred.
Apparently,
Okay.
someone left the train though.
Well, yeah, someone got off at the last station. We knew this.
It's them. We have to check.
The train turns around, takes a sharp U-turn in the middle of the road, and starts driving on its own. No, but there are 34 people on this train. This includes the 27 passengers and the 7 Polytoad folks.
And there's no other staff on this train. It is just the 7 Polytoad.
It's just a bunch of Polytoads running around running this train.
Honorud?
Yes.
Honorud? This is famous last words. I'm trusting you.
Okay.
that there are only 34 individuals on this train.
There are 34 individuals on this train.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Yes. I'm just genuinely confused, so I hope that helps confirm the fact that there are 34 people on this train. So one of the Polytoads, aka the main one, why not Kermit? Because Kermit's Kermit. Kermit gets up. Oh gosh, can I do a Kermit voice is the real question.
Alrighty, Kermit the Frog here. Today we're gonna how best to describe this? It seems as though there is a particular coin that has been taken away from a Gimme Ghoul, and so we're going to try our best to find this coin. So, if there's anybody that would like to voluntarily provide information regarding this particular coin, be greatly appreciated.
Sing us a song.
Why are there so many criminals on this train? This is a blasphemy. No.
Yay!
Waits for silence. Presumably, I doubt anyone's gonna be like, I did it, my bad.
Alrighty then, if you could do me a big favor and stay in this particular car while the rest of the Polytoad and conductors on the train examine the car, we'll take just a little bit of our time to be able to do that. Please relax. There are snacks behind you. And please do not leave this room. If you do, we will assume you are the criminal in question, and we'll,
Can't they just lock us in?
We could, however, we're trying to bait the criminal out. Hydrobomb? We have hydrobomb? Do we have hydrobomb? We will do some water-based attack. That's what we're determining. Some water-based attack.
Do any of these Pokemon get water absorbed?
Clodsire.
Oh my god, it does.
Clodsire jumps out the window. No,
we will do some water-based attack, except
gosh, who would be the best to not have a water-based attack?
Gonzo.
Except for Gonzo, who will scream.
Who is just actual Gonzo.
Yeah, according to our Daisy generator machine here, character generation by Daisy, Gonzo, legit just Gonzo, and so, Polytoad. I got a fake move set for some of these Polytoad. Oh my gosh, my screen's blowing up. What is your learn set? Okay, here we go.
Less impressive than you'd think.
It does get hyper voice, except Gonzo over there, who will just hyper voice the oblivion out of you. I don't know Gonzo's voice off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Gonzo's learn set, hyper voice.
That's it.
Gonzo's learn set, hyper voice, perish song.
Round.
It gets Polytoad gets Perish Song by level up?
It gets it by remembering. So I guess backwards.
Yeah.
Condition.
Oh, cool. Like yeah. It's like it's in its level up set. It's not in its it's not like a egg move. That's cool.
Oh shoot. What's the Mohammed, you might know this. What's the one I think it's an ice type move. It's like the one where they make a bad joke.
Chilly Reception. Only Slowking gets it.
Except Gonzo here. Gonzo has that.
Nice.
Gonzo and Fozzie Bear actually both have it. Anyway, so something to see.
It's not a damage dealing move, but my goodness, it hurts the soul.
Yes. So we will be hydro pumping / bouncing / rounding / round mantle rebounding. Some sort of damage dealing, but please don't leave the car is what we're saying. Thank you very much. And we will continue with our investigation. Polytoad splits. It's Frog Team 6 decides to head on out. Kermit going to make sure that the train, can move. Leaving 20 some odd folks that are chilling in a car here. Immediately conversation breaks out. Cliques are formed. The cool kids sit there. the quote unquote nerds sit over there. The jocks sit over here. The Anaroos sit over there. You know, they separate the groups. What are you guys doing?
Still looking at the barrel.
The barrel is staring back at you. It's turned into a staring game, like a staring contest that you are easily losing. You've lost 3 times, and I think the barrel's still on round 1. Like,
There is nothing behind those soulless eyes.
Except guilt.
Bibarel just kind of gives, like, looks at you, and then for the first time, I think since meeting Bibarel, they give, like, an eyebrow up and then walk away. As if to say, like, you're not worth my time anymore.
The barrel's actually the detective. Oh yeah.
This whole time, Bibarel just, like, flips you a badge. It's like Bibarel's part of the FBI or something like that.
Who here were the actual detectives? Because there were some.
There's
There
like
was
12
one
of them because I can't make another character.
There was one detective, and there was one, like, you know, like, little, like, cadet police officer. Like,
Okay, there's a private investigator.
yeah. There was a PI, and there was Officer Seth.
Yes. I feel like there was one more, but I might have given up early on purpose.
No, there was just a really shady character who was leaving the train early. That was
Oh,
the
that's
third
right.
thing.
Yes. So there is a Magnemite named Thimbleton, who's a training officer, who is looking around, very much feeling like they should be taking control of the situation, but they have not. And then there is a Minun named Proton, because irony, and is a PI that's main goal in life is to find their missing brother, but for now also does like side things, you know, murder cases, robberies, financial fraud, etc.
No, wait, they do financial fraud?
They do financial fraud to catch financial fraud. It's a they do
Okay.
tax evasion and then find the people that are like, hey, that's a cool thing you did, and they're like, bam, got you.
All right.
Sure, why not?
White collar vigilante.
White collar vigilante. Anyway, yes. So they're doing their own little like private investigation. I think right now they're just looking at the people, kind of jotting notes down into a notepad.
I think Kyle is gonna turn to Rose and just kind of ask. Yeah, Kyle can't convey this with a look. I think Kyle is just gonna be like, now that everyone's here, does anyone seem off?
Oh, hold on. If everyone's here, the Skarmory's here.
Skarmory is here. They're hanging by themselves.
They
And
haven't
it
noticed Kyle yet?
I've been rolling all this time. They have not noticed Kyle yet.
Okay. I guess I just whisper like, I don't know. Everybody seems fine. It's not the barrel, I guess.
So what if we establish that Kyle knows about Rose's aura? Because does Kyle know that Rose can like suss out good and bad vibes or not?
Rose, would you have told Kyle? Because I've told you.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I should do that. I'm gonna do that.
I was trying to see if there was a way for Kyle to ask Rose to do it without me being like, hey, Daisy, do the thing that your character can do.
I think probably like Rose just looking around, looks at Lucille, and Lucille just like puts fingers up to his head. And Rose is like, oh yeah.
Lucille's looking at. Wait, at this, are you doing that to Lucille?
No, I'm just doing it overall.
Okay,
Like in
gotcha.
general. Like
Okay.
I'm sending out vibe waves.
Listen, there are discounting what would it be? Lucille, Selena, Titan, Pip, Kyle, and Rose, right? Discard outside of these 6, there are 21 other people in this car who need a vibe check.
Much like I do when I enter any social situation, I'm performing a vibe check.
All right. I need your Arcana roll here,
Okay.
Kyle. While that's happening, are you doing anything?
I think Kyle is I don't know if Kyle's doing anything. I think Kyle's just more like I think at this point there's a little group gathered that is Kyle and Rose have gathered. Because Rose is here, Lucille and Selena are here. Because Kyle and Rose are here, Titan and Pip are here. And so Kyle's just like looking around at all the people in this little powwow, just like seeing if anyone has any answers. I'm assuming the answer is no.
I got a 4.
I think there are too many people here for you to properly be able to judge who is who. I will also note that the aura thing technically works in a certain way because it's vibe checks based on your vibes, right? So for you, an example that you are able to clear out, for example, Skarmory bad guy. But you sort of feel that way. You feel that way, therefore Skarmory registers to you as a bad guy. If
I don't
Zoroark
know
was
about
here and
Skarmory yet, though.
would you know?
I haven't met
think
Skarmory.
I
No,
think Kyle
but
would totally.
No, yeah. When they were exchanging notes, at end of dream sequence, right? They exchanged notes on everyone that they saw, and Kyle was like, "Hey, that's Skarmory."
Okay.
I remember in the dream sequence, Kyle was like, "Hey, that's Skarmory. Bad news." Kyle basically told Rose, "Yeah, that's Skarmory, part of the ring. Don't mess with him."
Well, even outside of that, to you, so how best to describe it? Skarmory is an enemy to you. Therefore, regardless of whether you were informed about Skarmory, Skarmory would register as an enemy to you.
All right, everyone. Skarmory's an enemy to you.
But the problem is, like, if Zoroark did that, for example, did a vibe check, Skarmory would register as an ally. So it depends on who they are. And more importantly, for this specific case, it feels as though whoever the thief was is not an enemy to you. Or they could be. It could be the Skarmory. But if it's just a random Pokemon that has never met you, they're not going to register as a bad guy to you, if that makes sense.
Okay, but the counter argument, Rose feels affinity with G Mini. G Mini has been hurt by this person, and the enemy of G Mini is the enemy of Rose.
That, I can't believe, is actually a decent argument.
What do you mean you can't believe it's a decent argument? I've taken logic classes.
No. Let me rephrase that. I can't believe that's a decent argument I didn't think about.
Yeah.
All right, with that said, somebody out here kind of hating on the vibes. However, with a 4, you can't really tell who it is.
I look over at
It's
Kyle.
a 4 plus there's 27 people you're trying to check right now or something.
No,
like that.
21.
There's 21
Six
people.
of
There's
wait.
there's 21 people. I think.
Hold on. It's not 21 because it's 27 minus the 2 guild people. That's 25 minus Kyle and Rose. That's 23 minus Lucille and Selena. That's 21 minus Skarmory, who's a known quantity. That's 20 minus G Mini, who's a known quantity here. That's 19.
Are you sure about that?
Insurance
Maybe
fraud.
G-Mini did it.
That's all I gotta say. Is insurance fraud an option on the table?
Skarmory's a known quantity. It's only 20 people. 20
people is still a lot for Rose.
Yeah, but I'm okay. Hold on. Are there any other known quantities? We can assume for the sake of simplicity, right? Not Sir P. Kringle, not Missismus, not G Mini. We're already down to 17.
If you can get it down to 12, I'll give you answers.
I mean, those are all the assumptions that I feel like are pretty safe to make. There are probably a couple. Can you come up with 5 more characters that are like pretty safely probably not it? Otteritz told us Bibarel.
That's true. I have told you Bibarel.
So that's 16. Right? If it was Proton or Thimbleton, I'd be surprised. That's 14.
Oh, we're getting real close.
Right? All of a sudden now it's like, hey, out of these 14, are there 2 that are probably safe?
I think Rose just looks over and is like, I can't tell who, but someone's stanking the vibes.
Kyle just gives the deadpan look of like, really?
Fun. I can't believe you were that close to actually getting 12.
Well, listen. Yeah, there was a few assumptions in there that were not safe assumptions, but I was just like, how close can I get?
But sure, the train continues to get examined. Things continue to proceed forward. But soon afterwards, later in the day, how long do you think this would take, by the way? Just for my own clock's sake.
What do you mean this?
How long do you think the episode has been in terms of like hours in the day?
Like to the point where the Polytoads have left the car?
Where they've left the car, you've done the vibe checks, the whole 9 yards.
Since the train has stopped, I think it's probably been like an hour.
Right. Let's throw that there.
Right, because they stop the train, lock down all the cars, go one by one through the cars, but like those are like pretty quick scans because there's not like 100 or so people on the train, right? And then gather everyone in one car, leave. The vibe check is instant. So,
Gotcha. And how long would it be? What, an additional hour to check each car in depth, or because right now that's what they're doing. They're going checking under your seats, checking under the bed, checking behind the shuffleboard.
I'd give it probably like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours until the polytoads all come back.
Gotcha. If that's the case, is there anybody here that you would like to talk to? Everybody is here, and therefore, I'm going to give you a list of every single Pokemon that is here.
How long would it take until Skarmory recognizes Kyle?
Kyle, are you trying? You know Skarmory is here. Are you trying to hide yourself?
Not particularly.
Okay.
If Skarmory wants to cause a scene, we can cause a scene.
If Skarmory wants to scrap, we could scrap here.
Listen, if Skarmory wants to be that guy, I got help, all right? I'm rolling 6 deep right now.
All right, let me see here.
It's
Can I
not
share
gonna be
this
pretty.
entire thing with you? I think I can, actually. If this doesn't have the answer on it, so I'm pretty sure this isn't spoilers. And if it is, well,
Oops.
congratulations, you deduced this by staring at people. Alrighty. Let me take that. Let me take this.
I'm assuming there's a screenshot coming in our Discord.
Correct. Eventually. Boom. 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 Bam. This is a list of everybody there, and along with the information that you deduced from your dream sequence.
The Zoom room, yes.
Room.
All of the non-polytoads are in this room right now. Anybody you want to talk to. The only exception, of course, is Flitter, the Skrelp, who has gotten off already. They are in car 9.
Flitter. They did it.
They got off, therefore, boom, instant villain. Game, set, match.
Honorud, if this Roserade isn't safe, I'm gonna be so mad.
Why would the Roserade not be safe?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, this Roserade is just a dude. So if this
Okay,
Roserade...
because of how we,
Yeah. So we got it down to 13.
with some bold assumptions made, but yes, you have gotten it down to 13. If we want to be real specific about it, then just any character you guys created didn't do it, and any character you made before didn't do it.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Like, the characters we've created that, like, have, like, the most innocuous stories. Yes.
That Audino's looking very suspicious.
I know,
I agree, actually.
Wait. Just card 1, 2... Oh, yeah, that is 4. Okay.
Why can we count out the conductors?
Oh, because they're currently searching all the different cars right now.
Well, we can't
They're not
vibe
in
check
the room.
them right now.
Yeah, you can't vibe check them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could be one of the polytoads. That'd be really funny. But right now, you can at least talk to them or check them.
It
Dr.
was
T,
Scooter
yep,
the
yep.
whole time.
What are we doing here while looking at this?
If you want to talk to anybody, because there's a couple of hours to burn while you're...
Oh.
This is the information collection stage of the mystery.
I don't know.
You know, there is a bold assumption to make that it's not the Grapple-Locked, because the Grapple-Locked works on this train. They wouldn't want to ruin their hustle. So,
I think they are the chef on the train for this trip, but they are actually traveling as a passenger.
oh, okay.
I think that was what we established in the last
Okay.
run.
All right, then never mind.
The coin is in the sandwich. That's
It's been there the whole time.
anyone you want to talk to. You want to talk to the Skarmory? Why not?
Kyle
Just be like, hey, what's
doesn't
happening?
initiate conversation. I think Kyle's just like, you know.
I mean, the Skarmory doesn't know me, right?
Ooh, that's a good... The Skarmory would probably know... well, hold up.
The Skarmory has not met me.
Since Arc 6 has started, have you interacted with the ring?
Outside of the dreams and...
Oh, that's right. No, you have, because
No.
Hoop has been like, hey, you want to join our squad? Okay, so Hoopa
Yeah.
would probably have told Skarmory to look out for Naudino. Maybe not you specifically? as you, but I feel like within a few moments of talking to you, they would probably be like, this Audino real out here.
I'm gonna talk to
Real
Skarmory.
Audino, like.
I'm gonna talk to Skarmory.
All right. Otterud, you left us in silence way too long, and now Daisy is causing chaos. This is on you.
Sure, why not?
Because Rose doesn't know that. Rose just knows that Kyle said this is a bad guy.
I think Rose would
Rose
know
knows
this
that
is
Kyle
a ring
said
number.
that this is a member of the ring. This is Hoopa's guy.
Yeah. Rose
So
don't
you would know
care. Hoopa wants Rose.
That's not wrong.
Hoopa
tell you right
wouldn't
now.
hurt me. I know him.
I think Hoopa has tried to hurt you multiple times.
Psh. No.
Maybe not as bad as Kyle, but like,
Hoopa wouldn't do that to me.
oh brother. All right, you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. We're all in the trapped in a room. Skarmory's gonna notice eventually.
I rolled my die, and it literally, I think, got scared of whatever number it rolled, and it bounced off the table, and I do not know where it is. So, I legit lost my D20, guys. This is no. I think Skarmory has is currently holding a newspaper of some sort. Just reading through it.
There's
got
holes
these
cut in the
laptop.
newspaper and their eyes are peering through.
It's just their beak peeking out. They had to cut it in an angle so that the beak could peek out completely. I think, Skarmory's just reading this newspaper as you walk up. You'd have to initiate the conversation here because Skarmory is not going to start. Flip, flip, flip.
Anything interesting in the paper?
No, unfortunately, nothing too fascinating for me.
Nope. I just respond. What? Eyes widen, eyes narrow.
What day is it from?
Hello. It's from this morning.
How'd you get it?
The station, they brought a pile of them.
And points to it like they just point off in one of the corners of the room where there's a few different like newspaper editions, like various, the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, whatever the equivalent is. There's a few of those.
Fancy newspapers from a different world.
It's the Alcast Times. What?
Thunder Tree Gazette.
the Thunder Tree Gazette. Sure, why not? That'd be there. The Stack Attacker Journal. That's my Wall Street there.
I say, well, I guess
Etc.
that would mean it's giving news from previous days then. Probably wouldn't say anything about, today's disaster.
What, this? No, it wouldn't. This happened now. They're looking at you real confused. Like, this happened 5 minutes ago. Of course it wouldn't happen. What are you talking about?
Darn, well, I thought you'd have some sort of hint onto what happened then. I guess I was wrong.
No, I am an ordinary Skarmory and nothing more. Like, uses this opportunity to try to fix their nose a little bit.
That's a weird way to say that.
This coming from the person who just asked me about the paper and the events that occurred minutes ago appearing in the paper filed yesterday.
I don't know, maybe somebody had a scoop. Can't get past those editors. Maybe they did it.
This Skarmory is looking at you like you are the single most confusing person they have ever met. You know what? Actually,
Is one of these NPCs actually a newspaper editor? And is there a story in this newspaper about a train being stopped?
no, but I just rolled, and I think the Skarmory does not believe you are the Audino in question. That is it. You have shocked the Skarmory so much. They're like, this cannot be the Audino. It's got to be a different one.
Perfect.
All
Well-
suspicions have dropped to 0 at this point.
this. Oh my gosh.
What's gonna happen when this... Actually, no. I was gonna say what's gonna happen when this Skarmory sees this Audino walk away and talk to Kyle.
Well, that's what I was thinking, whether I should do that or not.
But then this Skarmory's just gonna be like, okay, this Audino is just a weird character. I'll let Kyle deal with that.
I'll just say, well, let me know if you see anything. It's can be hard to sniff out a criminal.
I think the Skarmory literally just gets up and then puts the paper back. It's just like, I can't read this anymore. Just puts it back where it is, and then just tries to like walk away from you. They just end the conversation there. They're just like, places paper down, walks away.
Bye.
So mission failed successfully, Daisy.
I don't know. Did I get any information?
I don't know what just happened.
So it seems like it wasn't the Skarmory or the newspaper editor.
Jury's out of the editor.
Who's sitting next to the Skarmory right now?
Let's find out. Just a Lileep. A Lileep.
I walk over to the leap. Anything interesting in your paper?
They turn to you. I don't really think so. They're just reading the comic section.
Ooh, maybe there's a joke about this.
Maybe there's a joke about what?
Is there a thieving joke?
Yeah. Right now, this is the Charlie Bidoof. That's got to be it, right? Instead of Charlie Brown, it's Charlie Bidoof. The Charlie
Put some
Bidoof.
respect on Bidoof's name. Pick a different bee Pokemon.
I don't, but it's literally the guy who's just trying his best. Isn't that Bidoof?
No, Bidoof is the guy.
Oh, okay, we're playing
Bidoof
that
is him. Put some respect on Bidoof's name.
All right, all right.
Charlie Bibarrel.
Charlie Bibarrel doesn't.
It's the Bibarrel. By the end of this, my hope is to have confused Honored enough that it actually is the Bibarrel in the end.
Listen, I'm happy with that payout.
I don't know how to be a detective.
My head just hurts. That's all I've gotten out of this. The Charlie Burmy. There you go. It's the Sandy Cloak version.
I was gonna suggest Burmy, but I was like, maybe you already settled on Bibarrel. Yeah, Burmy's.
No, it's the Charlie Burmy.
Yeah, Burmy is the best choice because Burmy's just a dude. He's just trying.
Yep. Just going through. I don't know. The Charlie Burmy comic is talking about some sort of like, I borrowed this and didn't give it back. I don't know. I'm making up a comic as someone that doesn't make jokes for a living. Does that help at all, Rose?
I don't know, but I think maybe I just sit down and start reading the comics next to them, being like, I gotta pass the time, you know?
Yeah, and I think as this continues on, Kyle, are you doing anything in particular? Have you been trying to do any detectiving during this time?
Kyle's retired, bro. Kyle's done. Kyle like this whole time has just been hanging out with, you know, the little squad that they've got together. You know, just chatting, seeing if anyone has any clues. No one has any clues. Everyone's just confused. We're just kind of playing this waiting game, and like every now and then, Kyle's glancing over to Proton and Thimbleton just to see if, you know, they look like they've made any breakthroughs, but that's it.
All right.
Kyle's just waiting it out.
During this time, you've been looking at who? Sorry.
The Proton and Thimbleton, the PI and the cop.
Gotcha.
They've been you know, hunched over a notebook trying to figure things out. So Kyle every now and then just looks over to see if they've made a breakthrough.
Gotcha. Thimbleton has been just panicked this entire time. It's like, I should definitely be doing something. Why am I not doing things? Oh my god, why can't I do my job? That sort of vibe. Proton has not said a word. They're just jotting things down in a notebook. And one other thing you notice, every now and then a Politoed comes in and talks to somebody for a little bit of time. Just a different person. We'll say it's the same Politoed. Let's say it's Kermit. Kermit comes in every now and then and just like picks somebody. Conversations have kind of broken out at this point across everybody. Every now and then Kermit comes in, talks to a random passenger, and then walks back out. So it's varied. There's no real rhyme or reason from your perspective.
It seems like Kermit's really just like, okay, hey, we saw something in someone's cabin. Let's just follow up with them. Kind of deal.
It's sort of something like that.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, Rose, are you going? Once you finish reading the comics, are you heading back to your group?
Sure. It sounds like you want me to.
I don't know. You can do what you want.
No, I don't. I'm back. No.
Okay. All right. It only makes this next step slightly different. Eventually, though, I think you two, Titan and Pip, are with you guys, just like discussing like what in the world is going on, what's happening. They're discussing their theories and ideas, and at a certain point, Kermit comes up to you guys, and just all four of you. It's like, just to confirm. No, wait, this is Kermit. Just to confirm, are you guys part of the Frost Riders, correct? Titan in particular. I think I remember hearing about you.
Yes, I am. How can I help?
When the signal is given, would you mind meeting all four of you? Would you mind meeting us in the engine room?
Excuse me, the Zoom room.
The Zoom room, yes.
Kyle gives a nod.
Presumably Rose gives a nod.
Rose just like points to herself and goes like, "Huh?
Yes, you as well.
Okay."
Actually, no. Hold up. You're not a recruit, or you're not a guild member. So
The
maybe
Frost
not you.
Riders. The Frost Riders do have Rose on retainer.
Ooh,
Well, paperwork's still going through, but
I actually don't think Rose would be.
That's fine. I can stay. I can hang out with Skarmory. We can solve this crime together.
Well, I think a Titan would come. Titan. Okay, I think this conversation would be happening with Titan. Pip is here, Kyle is here, Rose is coming back. Titan's like, yeah, these two are part of the guild as well, and I think it would be you three. So I don't think Rose would actually go.
okay.
Because Rose isn't a guild member, so you would.
Yeah.
You're a guild member, but not a guild member.
Yeah.
But you're a recruit. That's a whole separate story. Okay, I think that would be that could be more interesting as well.
So Kyle, Titan, and Pip are going to go to the engine room when the train staff asks them to, and Rose is just going to be hanging out in here with Lucille and Selena and Skarmory.
Yep. And I think, actually, speaking of, I think as time continues to tick on, the time right now, by the way, it's probably been a couple of hours, so I'm going to say it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys, we started this episode off at around like 10, so this feels somewhat accurate. At around 1 p.m.-ish, the train conductors all come back together.
Everybody, if you could, if I could have your attention, please. Thank you. We've done some searching. We're going to continue our investigation, but you are allowed now to exit this particular car. Please head back to your rooms or go to another car if you're interested. The train will not be moving. The doors to leave the train will not be openable. You cannot exit the train, so please stick inside the train. Obviously, again, if you leave the train, try to escape in any sort of way, we will assume you are the criminal. And hyper voice, you just hear in the distance, Parish song. We're gonna Parish song you. So
you have 3 turns to run away from the train.
You have 3 turns to run away, and I'll tell you right now, Robin over here, good jumper. So you don't really have much of a shot at getting away. So with that, thank you very much. And if we could have the people that wanted to meet with us, thank you. Something like
that was not at all subtle.
That's not a signal.
I was gonna say that the signal was just you can leave the car. That's it.
You can exit the specific car. Adios. I don't know, something along those lines.
Like that entire message is just like, okay, I guess this is the time they want us to meet.
And if I asked for your name and ID, please provide. No.
Yeah, no.
If I think you're the criminal, could you please follow me?
If I asked for your phone number, would you please call me later?
Yes, absolutely.
And I think with that, everybody starts to split up and head to their respective cars. Rose, what are you planning to do as Kyle heads to the front?
I find out where Skarmory is.
That's happening on one end. Kyle, you reach the engine. It is currently you, Titan, Pip, Proton, Thimbleton, Gimme Ghoul. That's pretty much it. It's you 6 that have shown up here.
Okay, along with Kermit and potential other Muppets.
Kermit, I think, is the main one right now. Everyone else is spread across the cars. So it's Kermit plus... So let me actually jot this down because I will forget. Kyle is with...
It's the recruits, the investigators, the victim, the defendant. I don't know what you would call.
Works here.
Yeah. And the trade conductor.
Yep. So it's Titan, Pip, Proton, Thimbleton.
Thim for short.
What's that? Sorry.
I was giving you short. I was a Thimby for short.
Thimby. Titan, Pip, Proton, Thimbleton, Kyle, and who was the last person I did? Oh, I'll give you one.
G-Mini.
G-Mini. In car 0. Rose is currently somewhere with you're trying to find this car. And I think as you guys enter into the car, we can end the episode here.
Whoa.
A little bit of a investigation, a little bit of start here.
I would say the puzzle pieces are falling into place, but no, the puzzle pieces have not moved.
I think the puzzle pieces. You have now officially confirmed that there is a puzzle to solve.
We just haven't found the
Wow,
pieces.
I wouldn't have guessed that from the cliffhanger at the end of last episode.
Imagine if I started this episode off being like, "Where is my Oh, I found it. Never mind."
Honestly, no, that would have been elite. I would have loved that. Oh my god.
Have you checked under your seat?
Gimme Ghoul's like, "I cannot find my coin," and it's like glasses when you're wearing them. It's like, "I can't find my glasses, guys."
Turns
Look
out
at your-
Gimme Ghoul spent it.
It's just like a half-empty bag of chips that Gimme Ghoul's been eating.
Put it in the vending machine. It
Oh,
broke the
man.
vending machine because it didn't fit normally, but
That would be very funny. That is, however, the end of this episode. Next time, the investigation continues, and Daisy tries to annoy Skarmory even more, I think, at this point.
Yep. Sounds all right.
Perfect. Great. Thanks, everyone, for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I have been your PM, your DM, your GM, Andrew himself.
I've been Muhammad playing Kyle.
I've been Daisy playing Rose.
And until next time, you have to remember the Rainbow Connection.